Hello and welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. Today I decided to share a little tarot reading, and this is all around how to find greater meaning and purpose in your life. And I love to do a 3-card spread. I said, what do we need to embrace? What do we need to accept? And what do we need to let go of to find greater purpose and meaning? So we're going to go. Okay, into my guides. Let's see. What do we need to embrace first to find greater purpose and meaning in our lives? Now, what do we need to accept? No jump cards today. And what do we need to let go of? Okay. So, what do we need to embrace to find greater meaning and purpose? So, this is the 8 of Swords. So, this is a darker energy mostly. Not in terms of a darker energy, but this is a one where we feel most constrained and tied up in. So, we need to embrace the parts of ourselves which we do not often feel willing and able to sit with and accept and embrace as our truth. And this is really similar because it came up in a soul reading today around how we need to really just sit with the limiting beliefs that we have and the parts of ourselves which are tied up in that story, because that part of ourselves who had these things, who confirm these beliefs, needs to be seen and heard as well. And so this is all around really just, can we just be with the parts of ourselves which we don't want to shed light on, that we don't feel super confident to show to the world, that we don't want to see within ourselves because it brings up shame or judgment within ourselves or unworthiness? Can we sit in those and can we embrace them? Because the truth is that these things tend to hold big meaning and lessons for us. And when we say lessons, it's not like, oh, you're going through it because of a lesson. No, it's an opportunity for you to really learn and explore something within yourself. And so by really just sitting with this card and sitting with this part of ourselves, we can embrace them. And in that, so much understanding and greater knowledge of ourselves and the greater perspective is found. Because these are the things that tend to guide us towards a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. Because in going through these difficult things, they kind of were on purpose to remind us of some really crucial, important lessons in this incarnation that we are going to use throughout this life, either to heal our incarnation, our karma, our psychic or our karmic cycles, or to really use it to embody and to find greater meaning and purpose in this lifetime, in the here and now. And so, you know how they say they turn their pain into purpose? That is kind of the energy. So if we can sit within ourselves and the parts of us that we don't really want to see, it's going to allow us to hold greater space for ourselves and other people. And that inevitably, that sense of compassion that we'll have on account of sitting within ourselves in this way, creates this ripple effect that we can therefore have greater availability and compassion to witness other people and to use that to guide us to our purpose. The next one is, what do we need to accept in order to find this? I pulled 2 cards. Ooh, love it when a major arcana comes out. So a major arcana is all around big soul lessons and meaning. And so this is judgment. So this is like the fair judgment. What we need to accept is our life's purpose. That's what it says. Life's purpose. So it really is just accepting the greater meaning, greater messages, and greater level of inner calling. Because how many times have you something come up in your head and you just be like, you know what, nah. Not for me. Don't feel like doing that. Not ready. Too fearful. And this card is really inviting us. It's literally a wake-up call to be like, hello, we're showing you, accept the guidance accept your own greater knowing, accept your own degree of self-evaluation, from what we need to accept can we sit in that? Can we accept it? And can we allow that to guide us towards our greater purpose? And I love this card. So it really is about being open and to the awakening, to where it is guiding us. So this card is literally the epitome of life's purpose. And that's so beautiful. And the next one is a Five of Pentacles. So what we need to accept, is really this degree of like not feeling like we have it all right now. And that might be something that feels heavy. It feels like we're in the lack, that we are worrying, there's a lot of hardship in our life. And by accepting that, you are accepting the greater meaning and the hardship. And together, it guides us to the true north, to where we really are truly called to be. And so we are accepting both the spiritual awakening, the higher truth, but we are also embracing the fact that we might still be in scarcity. We might have limiting beliefs. We might feel that we are not being supported, or we're not being taken care of in the here and now. And so this card is mostly around wealth, finances, physical manifestations in the physical form, because it's a pentacles. And so it kind of feels like we're accepting both the worry and the lower end frequency of where we currently are, and open ourselves up to seeing the greater picture too. And what we need to let go of is the moon, which is another major arcana card. And so this is all around the hidden and the subconscious. So we really are called to witness what's going on beneath the surface. So what are you experiencing beneath the surface, aka what we need to accept? How can we go beneath and really dive a little bit deeper into our own knowing? How can we see the insecurities and the fears and the unknown and the subconscious beliefs? How can we really witness them? And from that point of true acceptance and embodiment of these things, I am ready to release this. And so it really is around going into the greater meaning, the greatest things that are holding us back, that we've been unwilling to see. What's coming up here is like Scorpio energy. I don't know why. So it's very much like the very hidden waters of the emotional side, or the thought patterns. When we can really go into that and be in the expression of it, we can then feel ready to let this go. And I just updated this week's energy update, and this is pretty much the theme. The theme is, how can we really just sit in the experience and then choose consciously to let things go? How can we give ourselves full permission to release things that are not serving us, that feel heavy and stagnant? But we can only do that when we go beneath the surface and observe what is already there. And so this card is inviting you to observe and then release. But you have to give yourself permission to release. And in doing so, you can surrender to the fact that that is happening, that the healing is taking place, and you are just an expression of that healing. And so this really is guiding us to find greater meaning and purpose in our lives. And you can take these messages and see what resonates, but really just feel what hits home. And so my advice is, make a note, re-listen to this. And as I'm talking, if anything comes to your mind, what you feel drawn to in your own life, use that as a level of guidance to direct you to where you are going, or what you need to let go of, or what you need to witness. And these things, they might be really subtle. It's just like a flash of eye, of just a fleeting thought, a feeling. Just write it down as I speak. And that is the greatest truth. And when you do that, so much can be revealed to you. And so just go into this self-exploration, surrender to it, and just trust that when you are showing up in commitment, which I believe you are if you're here, that is happening for you. So just take ownership of the fact that you are here in this experience, that you are doing the work. Witness what you need to witness, but just trust that you are moving forward in a way that's going to align with your higher self, your higher level of purpose and fulfillment. And so I really hope that this resonates. If this doesn't resonate, this is not for you. This is not your reality right now, and that is absolutely okay. Trust yourself and your own inner calling and knowing on these things. We can't be everything for everyone, and not all messages are going to be for everyone. So if this is for you, feel into it, let that guide you. And if this is not for you, use that discernment, use that intuition to guide you to what is true for you, because that is what's important, to know within yourself what feels right. And in doing so, no wrong can come, because you are strengthening your own sense of self-certainty and self-trust and building that intuition that's going to guide you. And so I hope you find purpose. I hope you find greater meaning and fulfillment. And just take care and just trust yourself on this journey. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you so soon.